The afternoon sun beat down on Silver Lake Estates, a luxury apartment complex known for its perfect lawns, pristine pools, and an unspoken prejudice that hung in the air like humidity. That day, Jordan Miles, a successful 32-year-old software developer, decided to take a rare day off. He lived in a penthouse overlooking the very pool he was about to enjoy, a pool he owned as part of his property purchase. Wearing sunglasses and carrying a towel, he slipped into the sparkling blue water. For the first time in what felt like forever, he felt a wave of relaxation wash over him. That is, until she showed up, a woman in her late 50s, with short blonde hair, pearl earrings, and an attitude that could cut glass, marched toward him. This was Karen Whitfield, the self-appointed watchdog of the community. Standing at the edge of the pool, she barked, "Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?" Jordan looked up calmly. "Enjoying the pool? Why?" She crossed her arms, her lips pursed. "This pool is for residents only. You need to leave before I call security." He let out a soft chuckle. "I am a resident." Her tone sharpened instantly. "I doubt that. I've lived here for 15 years, and I've never seen you once, so don't play games with me." Jordan sighed, setting his sunglasses on the pool side. "Ma'am, I live in Building C, Penthouse 3A. Karen scoffed, disbelief written all over her face. "You expect me to believe you live in the penthouse?" He offered a faint smile. "You could always check with the lease office." But she was already fumbling for her phone. "No need. I'll just call security. They'll deal with you." A few people around the pool began to notice the commotion. Some started whispering, while others looked away, clearly uncomfortable. Jordan's calm demeanor only seemed to enrage her more. "I'm warning you," she shouted, her voice echoing across the water. "Leave now or you'll regret it." He tilted his head slightly. "Is that a threat?" "It's a promise," she spat back. Before she could even dial, 2 security guards arrived, looking out of breath and thoroughly confused. Karen pointed a trembling, furious finger at Jordan. "There he is! Trespassing!" The guards turned their attention to Jordan. "Sir, we need to see your resident ID." Without a word, Jordan reached for his towel and pulled out his leather wallet. Inside was his resident keycard, but that wasn't all. Tucked right behind it was a property ownership document, his name and signature clearly visible. He handed both items to the guards. "This should clear things up." The guards examined the documents, their eyes widening in surprise. Karen tapped her foot impatiently. "Well, what are you waiting for? Arrest him?" One of the guards cleared his throat, looking nervous. "Ma'am, this is Mr. Jordan Miles. He's the owner of the entire Building C, including this pool property." Her jaw dropped. "Owner?" she whispered in disbelief. Jordan smiled politely. "Yes, ma'am. That's what the paperwork says." Karen's face turned a shade of crimson. "That's ridiculous. He can't be—" The guard cut her off. "Ma'am, please calm down. You're the one violating pool conduct rules right now." She sputtered. "Violating? I was protecting the community." Jordan looked at her, his voice steady but sharp. "From what exactly? A man swimming in his own pool." The crowd of onlookers had grown, and a few neighbors had even started recording the incident on their phones. Karen's face twisted in embarrassment and anger. "You people always twist things around." Jordan let out a weary sigh. "Ma'am, I think you've said enough." He then turned to the guards. "Could you please make sure she understands the HOA policy? I'd hate for this kind of harassment to happen again." The guards nodded firmly. "Of course, sir." Karen tried to storm away, but not before muttering under her breath. "This place is going downhill," Jordan called out after her. "Oh, and Karen, next time you decide to call security, you might want to make sure you're not the one breaking the rules." The guards couldn't hide their smiles. The very next morning, Jordan received an email from the HOA office requesting a meeting to discuss yesterday's incident. When he arrived, Karen was already there, looking flustered and defensive. The HOA director, a Mr. Latham, cleared his throat. "Mr. Miles, Ms. Whitfield here says there's been a misunderstanding." Jordan sat down calmly. It wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a pattern. He slid his phone across the polished table. Playing on the screen was a video a bystander had sent him, a crystal-clear recording of Karen yelling, pointing, and threatening him. Mr. Latham's face went pale. "Oh, dear," he murmured. Karen blurted out, "I didn't mean... I thought..." Jordan interrupted her gently. "You thought I didn't belong here. Because of how I look. She stammered, unable to form a coherent sentence. That's not, Ma'am, he said, leaning forward slightly, his voice low but firm. You could have just asked me who I was. Instead, you assumed, and that assumption could have cost you a lawsuit. The room fell silent. Finally, Mr. Latham spoke, his voice grave. Ms. Whitfield, you will be required to attend sensitivity training and issue a formal written apology. Any further incidents like this could result in your removal from the HOA board. Karen sat frozen, utterly humiliated. Jordan stood up to leave. I'm not looking for revenge, he said quietly. Just respect, the same respect anyone else here deserves. And with that, he walked out. 2 weeks later, a new sign appeared by the community pool. All residents welcome, no assumptions allowed. To everyone's surprise, Karen began volunteering at the community center, working with the very same diversity group she once mocked. One sunny afternoon, as Jordan walked by, she called out awkwardly, Mr. Miles, the pool's open if you'd like to join. He smiled. Thanks, Karen. Maybe another day. Because sometimes the best revenge isn't anger. It is proving that kindness and success are far louder than prejudice. If you enjoy stories like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful true stories. Have a wonderful day ahead.